Country road, take me home to a backwoods creek down a long dirt road. If it means no headstone, at least I'll be where I belong.
I represent the country, yeah, I love the slums. Raised off in the sticks, man, this is where I come from. Love crackling cornbread, collard and cornbed. Southern by the grace of God, and when I'm gone, country dead. I ride them dirt roads, sometime to reach that destination. Ducked off in Jones Wood, it's like I'm always on vacation. Blaze up the bonfire, calling up my country folk. Just filled up that mason jar, light the pine and take a smoke. It's all good, we all fine. Big Marcus brought the moonshine. Kid Rocky in the dashboard, peaches shaking in the moonlight. It's something about them back roads stretching out across the county line. It takes me back to my days of young when my grandma was my sunshine. I love all the things that the country bring. Backwood riding little country lane on the front porch with my girl and kids. Cause the smell of an evening country rain may not mean that much to some, but to me it's where my heart belongs. I'm calling on them country roads, them the ones that take me home.
Country road, take me home, to a backwoods creek down a long dirt road. Sideways down that old dirt road. If it means no headstone, at least I'll be where I belong.
Them country roads mean a lot to me. Georgia Mountains, Carolinas, Cherokee, Smoky Mountains in the hills of Tennessee. If you're like me, you probably agree it's like something good, like something sweet, like something great, like Mama's tea. Raised to be how I wanted to be. At the end of the road, the sunsets were free. Not trying to put down no city, but these country roads are so pretty. Times I feel so young for what I know, and there's no place like home. I like to hear some creek water flowing down. That's the road I'm going. Hell yeah, that's where I belong. While we're getting there, we all singing along.
Country road, take me home, to a backwoods creek down a long dirt road. Sideways down that old dirt road. If it means no headstone, at least I'll be where I belong. Country road. I'll be where I belong.
welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. I'm Stephen Mill along with BJ Duvall. We're at Mid-Ohio, BJ, with 14 competitors have signed into the pits for this 2.25 mile track road course. Your ninth, 40 laps to distance, 90 miles. Well, he must be sleeping. So, that being said, we got about 2 minutes left to practice here. Final practice before we go into qualifying. Right now, on top of the practice board right now is Radbird Shutters, James Silvers, and Bryce Hunter. Oh, well, you couldn't hear me because I was muted while I was talking. So anyway, welcome, BJ, to Mid-Ohio. 90 miles to get it done here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a good, exciting race. Quite a ways to go around this track. Trying right now actually to determine exactly how long this track is.
2.25 miles.
Sure is. I just found it. 13 turns tonight. Going to be an exciting race.
The stage break will be on lap number 16. After complete lap number 16 will be the stage break for the Xfinity Series. You're the Bluegrass Xfinity Series live on Ultimate Dirt TV, simulcast live on Bluegrass, Facebook and YouTube, and dirtfan.com. BJ, could you go over the points with the people?
Yes, sir, I sure can. So the points going into tonight are going to look like this. Aaron, whoop, that would be Cup. Let's get the Xfinity. All right, now I've got the right points. All right, so points going into tonight, the leader is going to be Adam Lancaster, followed by Brandon Robertson. He currently sits 26 points out of the lead. Michael Robinson sits in third. Radburn Shutters in fourth, and Mo Abbott sits in fifth going into tonight. Expect to see a lot of things get shaken up tonight. However, the momentum that Radburn Shutters and James Silvers has been carrying these last several weeks seems to be continuing, as here tonight they currently sit, Steve, 2 seconds almost over the rest of the field in practice right now.
Oh, definitely. These drivers have been practicing, that's for sure. Getting some good laps in as practice is now over. We're fixing to go qualifying here at Mid-Ohio. There's a couple drivers that will not qualify, either due to a late payment or to an incident on the track last week. You know, if you missed last night in Knoxville with the Truck Series, a lot of good racing. They had 3 heat races, a 100-lap feature, and it was pretty exciting. And at the end, it was Keith Hackney who brought it home.
And Keith Hackney, can't believe nobody picked him, but at the same time, the last time we picked him when he was on dirt, he didn't end up finishing the race, just a few laps remaining in the race, and he blows his motor, comes back and makes a statement last night at Knoxville with the win. Scott Fritz coming in second, and Alex Healy I'm having a brain fart, but it doesn't matter. On track right now, out of Fond du Lac, Wyoming, it is Sean Kostritza first on track. Also joining him on track is going to be Robbie Richards and Adam Lancaster. And speaking of Robbie Richards, his bad luck seems to be continuing, as first down he heads straight into one of the tires off of the track. There you see Adam Lancaster out of Mooresville, North Carolina.
Also making his way out onto the track, car number 44 from North Carolina. It's a Radbird Shutters. Sean Kostritza, as BJ just said, he's on his out lap here. Scott Fritz from Leonardtown, Minnesota.
Maryland.
Yeah, something. Oh well, it's something.
It's there.
The number 9 from Kansas City, Missouri, it's Bryce Hunter. So right now, 5 drivers are on the track trying to take a time here.
Looking to see if I can't get a track map on my screen here so I can keep track of where everybody's at. Hey, I found it. Boom. Alright, there we go. We got Sean Kostritza. Is Robbie Richards. He's made his way back on track. Got himself a fresh, clean car, working his way around the track. And that's one of the nicest things about being on iRacing. If you wreck your car in qualifying or in practice, depending on what lap you do it on, I suppose, you do have kind of a mulligan, I guess you could say. It's not like real life. You ain't got to pay all the big bucks out to get a new car out. Just head back to the pits, get your fresh car, and get rolling. It's one of the nicest things about being on a sim versus real life. See Sean Kostritza there, little wobbly off of the turn there in the number 46. Still waiting on our first times to go down. 2.25 miles, as you already mentioned, Steve, around this track. 13 turns. It's a long way to go around this track. Yes, it is shorter than Daytona. It is shorter than Talladega. But there's a lot more braking, a lot more slow pace around the road courses to get the car in and out of these turns. They got to make right-hand turns. Not something these cars are really built to do, but hey, they're making it happen.
Well, Sean Kostritza goes top of the board with a 1.29.89. Lancaster in second. There again is Bryce Hunter. On track at number 6. From Warsaw, Indiana, it's Brad Deere. Darius Boyd on the track down. Car number 10. Also, Tony Iverson. Fernley, Nevada. And the number 33. From Waynesville, North Carolina, it's James Silvers. We'll look at Radford Shutters and goes quick time with the minute 27.
There he goes once again, 2 seconds faster than the closest time to him of Sean Kostritza of 46. Radburn Shutters, James Silver's been the class of the field here lately in the Xfinity Series. Momentum continuing on so far here tonight. Radburn Shutters 2 seconds faster than Sean Kostritza in second. We'll see what drivers like Brad Neer, Tony Iverson, James Silvers, Robbie Richards, Bryce Hunter, all these drivers that have yet to get a lap down. You see there on screen now Michael Robinson in the 88 out of Riverside, California.
See Scott Fritz at the 0-1. Had a good running last night. In the Truck Series at Knoxville. Try to continue that here tonight. Right now, waiting to qualify is Travis Twitty, Brandon Robertson, and Jeremiah Hobbs. I believe a couple of those will not qualify due to some kind of infraction, either from last week or for paying. Right now, your top 4 is Shutters, Kostritza, Lancaster, and Richards. Your top 4 here at Mid-Ohio.
Bryce Hunter goes second quick with a 1 minute 29.54 second lap.
See Bryce Hunter on the board there. Alright, so the times are starting to roll in. A little slow, but we got them. Shutters, Hunter, Deere. That's Brad Deere, your top 3 right now. Kostritza, Lancaster, Fritz, and Richards. The 7 drivers who have timed in. There is Michael Robinson in that 88 machine. James Silvers goes second quick. Hunter will fall to 3rd.
And he practically just split the difference between Shutters and Hunter, going in with a 1:28.17 for second. Tony Iverson, he's still got a ways to go around this track for his second lap. Right now he sits 9th quick. A lot of these drivers, they don't hardly ever run on road courses. Drivers keep in mind for that would be the likes of Jeremiah Hobbs. You know, he's got a road course rookie license. Scott Fritz, the 01, he's got a road course rookie license. There's a couple other drivers that I noticed tonight. That's all they had, Steve. Just a rookie license. They don't run road course racing at all on the service.
Well, they're going to tonight, that's for sure. They're going to have fun doing it one way or another. She's going to find you one way or another. One of these turns, she's going to find you. She's going to reach out there and grab you. Shutter, Silvers, Hunter, Near, and Christritza, your top 5. Lancaster, Fritz, Richards, and Iverson in 9th. Still on track to put down time. He downs and puts down time. Number 88, Michael Robertson goes 6 quick. Tony Iverson in 10th. And there's that darn alarm every time they go into pit road.
You know, I gotta say, this is one of the tracks I really enjoy in a Formula car. I've never been on this track in a stock car, but I've done some Formula One racing on this track. It's a very enjoyable track, and that's where that beeping comes from whenever drivers are entering the pits. If you missed the last time we were on a road course, Steve thought somebody was breaking somebody into somebody's house. No, it was the alarm for the pits. Every time a driver enters or exits pit road, an alarm goes off to signify, road crews on pit road, signify other drivers going in and out of the pit stalls, things along those natures. Hey, there's a car coming in the pits at speed, because Formula One has a much higher pit road speed limit than what the NASCAR circuit does. That's where that beeper comes in, that alarm that Steve was freaking out about.
Well, Boyd up there, he might get his time in. Let's just see, because, time's almost up. Qualifying a minute and 3 seconds. So, Brandon Robertson goes 3rd quick into 2 machine. So, it's Shutter, Silvers, Robertson, Hunter, Near, Christritza, Robinson, Lancaster, Iverson, Fritz, and Richards, who have timed in. Darius Boyd is on the track. Brandon Robertson is going to try to get another lap in with 40 seconds left here.
And it's going to be too little for Nodis. He's only just now entering. 1, 2, 3, turn 4, now turn 5. That hard left-hand turn right there. And then you'll see him make another right-hand turn right here. And he's going to go ahead and call it quits. He got an off track that will void both lap times for him now.
Nine seconds left to qualify. Your top 11 look like this. Shutter, Silvers, Robertson, Hunter, Near, Christritza, Robinson, Lancaster, Iverson, Fritz, Richards, Twitty, Boyd, and Hobbs round out your qualifying. And here is tonight's starting grid.
Oh.
Hello.
Here.
There we go.
Oh.
All right, started on the bolt night from the Corner Store Motorsports. Car number 44, it's Radbird Shutters. And to his outside, the Cornerstone Motorsports car number 33, his teammate is James Silvers.
Inside row number 2 from New England, it's the number 2 machine, it's Brandon Robertson. To his outside, the Pioneer Racing number 9, it's Bryce Hunter.
In row number 3, the Cornerstone Motorsports car number 6, it's Brad Neer. And to his outside, the Wolf Pumps car number 46, it's Sean Kostritza.
Row number 4 on the inside. From Empire Motorsports, the number 88 of Michael Robinson. To his outside, the Elite Motorsports number 1. It's our points leader, Adam Lancaster.
In row number 5, be Tony Iverson in the 72 from the Iverson Auto Sports. And to his outside, the T-Berry Motorsports car number 01, it's Scott Fritz.
Row number 6 on the inside of the Carolina, it is the 12 of Robbie Richards. And to his outside, it's Empire Motorsports number 17, Jeremiah Hobbs.
Hey, rounding out your field tonight, Hustler Motorsports car number 29, it's Travis Twitty. And to his outside, the car number 10, it's Darius Boyd. That is your starting lineup for the Mid-Ohio 90.
14 cars believe it is 40 laps tonight. Stage break at lap number 16. I'm currently attempting to double check our laps. Yes, it is 40 laps tonight. Gonna be exciting. Gonna move quick tonight. Local cautions only. That means when driver wrecks, we will not have a full course caution unless the track is completely blocked. The employees, Barney, the iRacing flagman's friends and family around the track are going to be waving. Ooh.
He gets to rest his arm tonight.
Yeah. I was trying to get some background information for the green flag is already flying. Holy cow, the field is spread out, but Radburn Shutters, James Silvers side by side on the start, down the first straightaway down into turn number 1. Silvers, high entry, low exit. Bryce Hunter, a little bit of contact with the back bumper. That sends him squirreling off track. He's able to recover, keep on going. That is our top 5 there on screen. Radburn Shutters, James Silvers, Sean Kostritza, and Adam Lancaster, followed by Bryce Hunter rounding out the top 5. Everybody else is extremely spread out now due to that start. Drivers having a hard time keeping up on the pace, laps staying side by side. This right here, as you are seeing, is the result of it.
Definitely resulted as they go into the turn. James Silver's your race leader in a 44. Has her about 4-car length advantage. Radburn Shutters, your race leader, has her about 4-car length advantage over James Silvers in a 33. And then Silvers has a about 5-car length advantage over Sean Kostritza. And you want to talk about start, that came really quick. I mean, that was kind of shocking, not even expecting it. Hey, but you know what? Oh, we got one off the track. It looks like it's Adam Lancaster there. Try not get in the sand trap. He's back on.
Adam Lancaster able to get it recovered and get it back going. That's going to admire him in 7th, though. He's still up 1 spot from his starting grid. A lot of that still, once again, could have been from that start being spread out like it was. But he is already up in position to 7th. Started at 8. Scott Fritz, he's currently sitting in 4th. He's one of our biggest movers of the race. Jeremiah Hobbs, Darius Boyd, those guys right along with him. Everybody currently single filed out, still trying to get a feel for this track. Long way around here, 13 turns. Hey, at least they ain't got to worry about full course cautions.
Definitely, as we're on board right now with Sean Kostritza currently in that 3rd spot. You see what you see now in the front windshield. You see Silver starting to take away there in that 2nd spot. And way up in front of him, you barely see him, is your race leader, Radburn Shutters.
Those 2 drivers mentioned earlier, they have been on a bit of a tear lately, you know, running from the rest of the field, just absolutely dominating the series here lately. They've been up front the majority of every race we've seen for like the last 5 races. Have they come off with winning every single one of them? No, they have not, but they have been right there. I've had multiple interviews with them. Stage wins, top 3s. The tree covered final turns back there. Very, very windy section of the track coming back to the checkered flag. It's place, or the start-finish line. That's a place where a lot of accidents are bound to happen throughout this race. It's a good job by everybody. Just take it nice and easy, stay calm. Long race to get ahead of them.
Definitely looking a little further back to see Scott Fritz currently running 6th. Brad Deere running in 7th in that 6 machine. A little further back in the 17 tonight is Jeremiah Hobbs. And then you have Adam Lancaster in the 1, currently sitting in 9th. Michael Robertson in the 88, the HendricksCars.com machine, currently running in 10th. Darius Boyd up 3 spots, currently running in 11th. Robbie Richards in 12th. He had a rough time qualifying. Did not make any laps in that. Then you have Travis 20 to 29 and Tony Iverson rounding out your field. Meanwhile, there is Bryce Hunter, your person in 3rd place. Now trying to chase down James Silvers in the 33. This track is huge, DJ, compared to camera-wise. You know, so many turns, elevations, and where they put the cameras on here. Just run outside.
That they definitely do. You know, it's. I've seen quite a few broadcasts here at this track, and one of the things that I've always seen and heard the complaint of is the trees. You know, you keep losing sight through the trees. We've seen it a couple times here already. The top two just running away from the field. James Silvers, the last time by, was a second quicker than Bryce Hunter, and Radburn Shutters nearly a second faster than James Silvers. That time when they crossed the stripe, though, the fast car on track was James Silvers. Radburn Shutters might already be putting wear on those tires that he doesn't want to do this early in the race.
Well, you look right there. There's a pass with the number 2 of Brandon Robertson looking to the inside of Sean Kostritza. Kostritza gives it to him on the outside there. All that turn down the straightaway. Looking a little up front. There's Radburn Shutters in that 44 machine. And the 33 of James Silvers. Sun getting a little cloudy now on the track. Here's Shutters.
Shutters all. I'll say he's all by himself. He's got no pressure from behind right now. James Silvers is starting to close the gap little by little, but still no pressure on Radburn Shutters. Bryce Hunter continues to maintain that third position. He's got heavy pressure from Brandon Robertson. There you see a move from the 6 of Brad Neer around Sean Kostritza. Good, clean pass right there. Sean Kostritza showing respect for the driver with more experience on the road course right there, just allowing him to get rolling. Looking on back through the field, though, we've got our points leader of Adam Lancaster. He sits right now in that 9th position. He's fallen back a little bit, but there's still a lot of racing to go, still a lot of mistakes to be made from drivers throughout this field. Plenty of time to make up those positions. Still out front, though, Radburn Shutters all by himself.
Looking off the nose of Radburn Shutters, that's what it looks like against the concrete or the asphalt here. As Shutters, look at him. I mean, the car's pretty tame on the track right now compared to others that we've seen. Others are kind of loose, and, you know, kind of sliding it a little bit. There's Bryce Hunter currently in that 3rd position. Scott Fritz, let's see here. He went off track. Take a look at that. The 0-1 machine just overshoots it. Trying to miss the sand trap there. He brings it back on. You want to talk about that? Robbie Richards in the 12 machine. He gets off track right there, but he brings it back on. You see it's Travis Twitty getting around him. Also, James Silvers. Slide it off right there. He brings it on. He stays in that 2nd spot. So a lot of action going on throughout this field.
James Silver sliding off the track. Had just allowed Bryce Hunter to close the gap significantly. Currently sitting only right about a second behind James Silvers. Now you see him right there on screen. Radburn Shutters completely out of sight, way out in front of those 2 drivers. You saw him. Oh, no, that was actually the other drivers on back going down the other straightaway to the right back there. But Bryce Hunter doing a good job staying nice and smooth, nice and calm here. Props to Bryce Hunter on these road courses. You know, he did a good job when they went to Coda a couple weeks back. Now he's out here at Mid-Ohio Valley. He's doing a good job staying calm, not letting the pressure get to him, not letting the fact he's running in the top 3 get to him. He's just minding his own business right now, running his own race. Well done for Bryce Hunter at the moment.
When you look at 33 right ahead of him, you gotta wonder if they use the tires up a little too early. Here he is, Floyd down, going off track, coming back on. There's There's Darius Boyd. You see the 12 of Robbie Richards going around him. Also Tony Iverson onto his outside. Jeremiah Hobbs goes off track into 17.
Same spot that James Silvers went off track. Able to recover though, no harm, no foul for a lot of these drivers. You know, they're just sliding off the track, getting a recovery, getting back on track. They're not acquiring any damage to their vehicles so far in this race. Doing a good job just staying calm, getting recovered, and getting on track. You see Radburn Shutter still leading the way. He's got a sizable lead of over 6 seconds right now over James Silvers. James Silver's last time by, though, was right there on par with his lap time, and Bryce Hunter was actually the fastest of the three in third the last time by across the stripe by 0.3 of a second. So he is narrowing the gap very quickly on James Silvers right now.
He definitely is. He's closing up to the back bumper of the 33 machine. And there's Brandon Robertson currently running in 4th position. Right ahead of him is Bryce Hunter. As you can see right there. And there is James Silvers in that 33, currently running 2nd here at Mid-Ohio. 7 laps are in the books. We're on lap number 8. Jeremiah Hobbs. Let's see here. Goes off the track. He's still in 10th doing that. There's Travis Tweedy catching up too.
Yeah, he's just getting a little bit of dirt track experience. He missed the memo that dirt racing was last night at Knoxville with the trucks, so he's getting a little bit of fun, and that's all.
Definitely. And coming up in the end of August, the Bluegrass Pro or Late Model Series. Oh, Shutter Silvers. He was sliding that puppy going that turn. In late August, on a Thursday night, will be the Pro Late Models. So something you don't want to miss here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Plan on racing. You need to sign up now. The championship, $500 to win. There is also a National Tour Championship on the line for 5 races out of the Bluegrass, 5 races out of the World of Thunder. Make it a 10-race series. The champion will receive another $500. There's a chance that a Bluegrass or late model driver could make $1,000, BJ.
Very good chance of it. There's a lot of racing to be done. A lot of opportunities to win some money out of it. Our top 2 drivers down pit road here on lap number 9. It's going to be Radburn Shutters, James Silvers. They're the first cars to pit here of the race. That's going to hand the lead over to Bryce Hunter. Bryce Hunter's begun to pull away from Brandon Robertson. Late break for Brandon Robertson, though. Closes the gap big time on Bryce Hunter there in turn number 2 as they now head down the third straightaway on the track. I don't know if you can call that one right there a turn. Like a dog leg.
It's something.
It's more like a dog leg. I think this one right here is turn number 3.
As you look at your second place, Brandon Robertson. He's run about 3 to 4 car lengths behind your race leader Bryce Hunter on lap number 9. As your top 2 already made their pit stops, they roll back onto the track in 5th and 7th. Rapper Shutters is now scored in 5th. He was your race leader. James Silvers is currently in 7th after completing his pit stop. Here in Mid-Ohio, you're watching live on Ultimate Dirt TV, Facebook, and YouTube. And then we're simulcasting live on the Bluegrass Facebook page and YouTube and dirtfan.com. Darius Boyd going off the track one more time.
And the cornerstone drivers of Shutters and Silvers. That just goes to show how far ahead of the field they had gotten to get off the track, in the pits, get fuel, get back on the track. They did not take tires, but they did take fuel, got back on the track, and Shutters remained within a top 5, and Silvers remained within striking distance of it. Just a little ways back from Scott Fritz. There you see Radburn Shutters. He's making a move on Sean Kostritza. Now that is for 4th. Working his way back, trying to get caught back up to Bradney in 3rd. Brandon Robertson in 2nd. And Bryce Hunter currently leading the way.
Here's Bryce Hunter. He's starting to pull away from Brandon Robertson. That gap between 1st and 2nd. As you look at the lap times right there, I mean, Robertson's been quick, except for that past lap, where he's a little bit slower than Hunter.
Yeah, the last several times by, he did reel in Bryce Hunter just a little bit there. I don't know what that... Oh, that highlighted green. Oh.
Lancaster taking a detour, going through the sand dunes there. He'll make his way back on track.
Well, but I just learned something new. When you have the lap comparisons there between 2 drivers, if it shows green on there, that means that was the best lap that they had turned all race. And Bryce Hunter just did that back on the lap. Whatever number that was. 7.
There you go. There is the 33 who was running 2nd before making his pit stop. James Silver's currently running in 6th. He hasn't been making much ground since coming out from his pit stops. Right ahead of him, you see those 0-1 of Scott Fritz currently running in 5th. There's Brad Deere to 6th. He has some damage on the door. Adam Lancaster, taking a detour a few moments ago. Travis Twitty in pit road, making his pit stop. There's Bryce Hunter on lap number 11. Radburn Shutters make his way back up to that 3rd spot as he started to close in on the top 2.
Yeah, last time by, he was a full 2nd faster than Bryce Hunter, our current leader. Just a hair over, actually, than Bryce Hunter. Brandon Robertson, half a second back from Bryce Hunter, so he's closing that gap, and he's closing it very quickly. Just about 2 turns right there, separating those 3 drivers. 8 seconds back to Brandon Robertson for Radburn Shutters to get that 2nd position back. He's only got 4 laps to do it if he wants to get the stage win on lap number 16. If Bryce Hunter and Brandon Robertson can hold out with their fuel, they will have the top 2 positions here in the stage as long as they don't make any mistakes. So Radburn Shutters got a good bit of work ahead of them. I understand the thought process going for the pit stop, but at this current point in time, it is not looking like it's going to help them out.
That's right. I mean, we got 4 laps to go until the stage break. And there you see the 0-1 of Scott Fritz closing in on the tail tank of the 46 of Sean Kostritza. There's James Silvers, a little further back there, still in that 6th spot. There's Michael Robinson. Brad Neer, the teammate to Radburn Shutters and James Silvers, currently running 6th. There is Lancaster. Robbie Richards in the 12. He saw his time off-road. There's Darius Boyd in the 10. Jeremiah Hobbs in the 17. And there is Travis Twitty. Look at this. Brandon Robertson has closed up on your race leader going into that turn.
Right about a car length difference between those 2 drivers, so the majority of the track right now. Robertson looking for that stage win. All Hunter has to do, though, is keep his car wide. Not make mistakes, but keep that car wide and not give the window of opportunity to Brandon Robertson. This track may be long. There may be a lot of opportunities for passing, but it's really not that wide of a track in comparison to what these drivers are used to.
Here you see Scott Fritz leading. Silvers, Kostritza. Darius Boyd making his way down pit road. And there's your race leader, Bryce Hunter. Brandon Robertson in second there. As we look at the pit strategies, you see the Shutters and Silvers went 8 laps on this pit stop. 8 laps on the first pit stop. They're on lap number 4, where Hunter, Robertson, Pastritza, Robbins, Near, Lancaster, and Iverson all with 1. Jeremiah Hobbs. Let's see what happened to this young man. He just loses it.
Good job, though, not to make contact with anything. Get that thing woed up and get it turned back straight and going again. Yeah, he's been struggling here tonight. Seems like he's just adding insult to injury now. Just continues, the hard luck for him just continues to compound for that number 17 machine. Our top 2 right now, Bryce Hunter, Brandon Robertson, they're starting to catch up to a lap traffic not far ahead of them. Looks like it's going to be the 29 of Travis Twitty right up there ahead. You saw him just go off the right side of the screen there. Be the first car looking to go a lap down aside from Robbie Richards. Looks like he has taken it pit side and has parked for this race. The hard luck for the number 12 machine. The monkey has been on his back. Seems to continue here tonight at Mid-Ohio Valley.
Well, you look at James Silver's battling with Scott Fritz. That's Silver's down to 4th. Fritz trying to battle on outside. He can't make it happen. He's not going to fall in line. As now, James Silver's up to that 4th position. As we're on lap number 14 here. 2 laps to go until the stage break here at Mid-Ohio. As you look at Brandon Robertson, needs to close back up on the tail tank of that 9 machine of Bryce Hunter. Doing a fantastic job. There is the 44 of Radburn Shutters. As I believe we're going to have 2 laps to go, BJ?
Yes, 2 laps to go there on lap 15 right now. Brandon Robertson still right up on the back bumper of Bryce Hunter right now. Hunter still continuing to lead the way here in stage number 1. Just right about, let's see, where is he at on track? Right about a lap and 3/4 to go for these 2 drivers right now. Hunter able to create a little bit of a space there between him and Robertson. Oh, and he is sideways. He has recovered it, but he has lost. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. And he does it again. Tires becoming a massive factor here for these drivers. Even Brandon Robertson with a little bobble there. Bryce Hunter miraculously manages to maintain the lead there, but that has allowed Radburn Shutters to close the gap tremendously through that short section. He is now down to 3/10 of a second difference. 3-second difference between him and the top 2. Still with over 13 turns left to go. There's still plenty of mistakes to be made, and the top 2 drivers right now battling it out hard. Tires becoming a factor. You saw it moments ago, getting loose. Plenty of opportunity for Radburn Shutters to catch up to him.
1 lap to go until the stage break here at Mid-Ohio for the Mid-Ohio 90. James Silvers in that 4th spot there. He came down pit road to relinquish the 2nd spot. And, really, he wasn't recovering pretty quickly. It took him a while to get there, but now he's in that 4th spot right behind his teammate of Radburn Shutters in that 44th.
Yeah, he seemed to struggle at first when he came back on track. He didn't take tires, so he doesn't really have that running against him, but he went into pits, took fuel, got back on track. I don't know if his tires had cooled down enough to where it made him struggle more, or if he's just had a hard time getting through the traffic. But he finally, took him a while, but finally made his way back up to 4th. Radburn Shutters currently in 3rd. There are our top 2 right now, still pushing those cars for everything they've got. Ooh, sliding for the number 9 machine of Bryce Hunter. Able to hold on to it there. Radburn Shutter still closing very quickly. Just a handful of turns left to go. Hard right-hand turn. That's the final right-hander before the start-finish line. Rolling into a left-hand turn right here. And there is the stage break. Bryce Hunter will come home with the stage win, followed by Brandon Robertson. Radburn Shutters in third. James Silvers in fourth. And as it stands right now, Scott Fritz 5th, Sean Stritz 6th, Michael Robinson 7th, Brad Neer 8th, Adam Lancaster 9th, and Tony Iverson in 10th for the stage. Caution flag has waved, so those will be their positions till they head down pit road.
You gotta wonder, at Circuit of Americas, the race winner did not take tires the whole night. Could this be a case tonight?
That is very, very true. And if I remember correctly, that was also Radburn Shutters.
So, I mean, if it's going to play to your advantage, let it play. As these drivers make the long, slow pace laps.
Right now, they actually got to get caught up to the pace car. Yeah, they got quite a ways to go even to just do that.
The pace Porsche.
Yeah, the pace Porsche.
You're watching live on Ultimate Dirt TV, your home. Your number one home for dirt broadcast. Here on iRacing. So, was pit road closed there?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Sounds as though a little bit of controversy on it surrounding that, but it sounds like the pit road closed later than it should have. A driver came down pit road, then pit road closed while he was on pit road. He exited pit road, but because it was closed, he then got a black flag for exiting a closed pits, is what I am gathering from the tidbits of information I'm picking up through chat. But hey,
well,
we have a stage winner.
We have our race winner, Bryce Hunter. Congratulations on your stage win.
Thank you.
Well, it looked like there a moment ago you almost needed to purchase you a Ass Blaster 9000.
Yeah, don't really know what happened there on the initial start of the race. Don't know if I came down on him or he came up. Don't really know, and frankly, don't really care. It's in the past. On to the next, and shout out to Brandon Robertson for racing me clean there when I got a little squirrely. So, other than that, yeah, it's been good.
Well, got your first stage win of the season. Pit road should open this time, correct?
Believe so. I hope so.
So, are you going to take tires, or are you going to be one of those drivers don't take tires all night like we saw at the Americas?
We'll be taking tires and fuel here. It's you have to take tires here. These cars don't race like the next gen, and you have to take tires with these. Plus, I'm low on fuel anyway, so.
Awesome. So you think you'll be able to make it next to the end off this pit stop?
I don't think so. It would be close, but I have to do probably a fuel or dump and go or something, right sides or something, just to be quick or undercut or something. But no, we won't be able to make it.
All right, we're gonna let you go. You're heading down pit road to do a dump and go. BJ, will you send them back home?
Sure. Where do I gotta send you?
Simbox.
Simbox. Okay, I'll send you the garage one. Good luck to you, Bryce.
Thanks.
All All right, the drivers are down pit road. Darius Boyd, Travis Trinity, Jeremiah Hobbs, and Tony Iverson, all on track, haven't made a pit stop. But look at this. Off pit road first is Bryce Hunter in that 9 machine. Brandon Robertson will come off second. Ratbird Shutters, James Silver, Scott Fritz are top 5. Sean Kostritza, Brad Deere, Michael Robinson in 9th. 10th right now is Darius Boyd. As you see, the drivers catch up to the Porsche car. You see the 9 going around the 72 of Tony Iverson. As the lights are still on this pace car. Glad to see the fans out there.
Yeah.
You gotta say, they were jam-packed last night in Knoxville in the stands.
That they definitely were, and understandably so. That was an exciting race last night. Either that or I was just excited to be back at dirt. I can't tell. So Bryce Hunter makes it in and out of the pits in the lead. He will restart on the pole position. Alongside of him will be Brandon Robertson. And then our top 2 starters on the race were Radford Shutters, James Silvers, both from Cornerstone Motorsports. Those 2 teammates very, very fast early on in the stage will be lined up side by side in row number 2.
Oh, Bryce Hunter coming down pit road again. Is this strategic?
Probably. My guess would be he's coming down to top off on fuel once again to allow him to run longer. That would be my guess.
Because he took tires and fuel in the last pit stop, right?
Correct. I thought. But right now, he's currently been in his pit stop for 15, 16, 17, 18 seconds. 18-second pit stop for Bryce Hunter that time. I'm not entirely sure what he's got going on here. That would be my guess. And then he came down for a top off there, but that was a long time to sit on pit road just for a top off. He was caught speeding.
What was his previous pit stop?
Good question. Let's see if I can find it here. Let's go. I'm not sure. I believe it was 14 seconds. Let's see. Now, if I go down to Bryce Hunter. So that's showing me the pit lap. Pit stop time. There we go. Okay, so his first pit stop was 14.6 seconds, and he came down pit road once again for 18 seconds. So I'm not sure what's going on. Bryce, I know you're listening to the broadcast. Update me.
Brandon Robertson. The field's in his hands. Shutters to his outside. A pace Porsche pulls into pit road. We're fixing to be back under racing here at Mid-Ohio. Good start there for the 44. He goes into turn number 1. Ratbird Shutters takes the lead. Silvers putting heavy pressure on the 2 of Brandon Robertson as they head down into the next turn there. Top 3 single filed out, and you see the 0-1 and the 6. They're balanced side by side. That's Fritz and Deere. near inches away for that fourth spot. That's going to put Cornerstone first, third, and fourth.
Yes, it will. Those drivers are all doing a fantastic job, having a very good race for them. Brandon Robertson right in the middle, shaking things up. Trouble for the 72 of Tony Iverson. Take a look at our instant replay here, see just what happened. Looked like he was on the inside of the turn there, and he was. It looks to me like a case of downshifting too quickly, causing the back tires to break loose. That's something that I know I do a lot in stock cars on road courses. That's why I don't drive them on road courses. I drive Formula One cars. They're a lot easier.
Looking off the nose of James Silver's car there. 19 laps to go here at Mid-Ohio.
Brandon Robertson currently splitting the loose for James Silvers. Recovers it though and continues on. Brandon Robertson, one of the Bluegrass Reapers, splitting the difference between the two Cornerstone drivers. You know, I'm a carpenter, and cornerstones go on the four corners of whatever you're building, or on all of the corners of whatever you're building. You don't just have one cornerstone. So if that's the case, shouldn't we, with three cornerstone drivers, have them split apart in three different sections of the field? I mean, I'm just saying.
Look at Sean Kostritza having a good run right now, running in that 6th position. Adam Lancaster, your points leader, going into the 9th, currently running in 7th. He started in 8th, up 1 position. There's Michael Robinson at 88, currently running at 8th. Bryce Hunter, he's up to 9th now after making his 2nd pit stop. Jeremiah Hobbs in 10th, Darius Boyd, and Travis Twitty. Here's Radburn Shutters, your race leader, the 44 machine. Hard to pull away from Brandon Robertson.
Yeah, he's going right back to what we saw him doing earlier. And then we got his two teammates currently still sitting 3rd and 4th. Those two drivers just sticking together, running their race right now, not concerned with it. Still 18 laps to go in this race. Now, there's plenty of time for mistakes to be made. So these drivers, they just want to stay calm. They don't want to burn up their tires. They don't want to push too hard and be the ones to make those mistakes. They're going to let the top two, their teammate of Radburn Shutters and the two of Brandon Robertson, they're going to let them run up in the front right now. They're going to let them push. They're going to let Brandon Robertson burn up his tires, trying to get around Radburn Shutters, while they sit back, relax, stay calm, make sure the drivers behind them stay back, and then take this shot later on in this run here. It's a good move on their part to do so, to not push, not try to get up there, because we know that James Silvers can. We saw him do it. We saw him run up there closer to Radburn Shutters. I tell you what, though, Brandon Robertson is pushing Radburn Shutters right now.
He is. You got to wonder, is the deal of the game right now is to make Radburn Shutters use his tires up? I mean, that's always an option, is you run them hard and see what happens. I mean...
Yeah, but in turn, he's using his tires up to force Shutters to run that hard, though, too.
Right now, 17 laps to go here at Mid-Ohio 90. You're watching Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook and YouTube, simulcast live on the Bluegrass Facebook page and YouTube and dirtfan.com. Don't forget, if you want to race in this series, look up Bluegrass iRacing Series on Facebook. Get a hold of Jason. They race every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. All live on Ultimate Dirt TV.
Top two continue to be pulling away just little by little, just inching their way away right now from Silvers and Near and Fritz back in 5th. But how long can they hold on to that? How long can they continue to do that? There you see a bobble out of Brandon Robertson already. The tires have got to be coming into play for those two drivers as hard as they are running those cars right now, especially Brandon Robertson. I've seen him all over the track looking for a window of opportunity around shutters. Shutters just remaining calm. Ooh, and there's Bradney very, very loose through that turn right there, is able to recover it, but that allows Scott Fritz to start getting time on him. Fritz ran his best time of the race thus far that last time by. This time he runs right about a second slower than the last lap, but still gaining ground on Near and Silvers, just inching his way forward as well.
When you look, the 46 is now, or the 44 of Shutters is now pulled away from the 2 of Brandon Robertson. That distance is getting a little, Robertson seeing the car starting to fade into the dust.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of dust getting stirred up. We've had quite a bit of off-track cars, drivers forgetting that they're supposed to be on asphalt tonight. Quite a bit of dust got thrown up there.
There's James Silvers in that 3rd spot there. Brad Deere's teammate in 6th. And then you have the 0-1 of Scott Fritz having a top 5 tonight. Good job for him here at the road course. There is Sean Kostritza. You want to talk about what is going to happen tomorrow night. I mean, EJ, it could be interesting.
It definitely could. We are at Sonoma tomorrow night in the Cup Series. Road course after road course. But we will be back to the ovals next week once again. But for right now, we are making the trips all around the East Coast at the moment. I think Sonoma's on the East Coast. I can't remember.
So where do you think Mid-Ohio's at?
Mid-Ohio is in something, Ohio. Let me look it up. I forget.
It's in Ohio? Is that on the East Coast?
Well, yeah, I know. I was talking about Sonoma. I know Ohio's on the East Coast.
Oh, okay. I just thought we were confused here. I thought maybe I went to the wrong...
I said they're traveling all over the East Coast this week.
Well, I thought you meant literally on the East Coast.
No. Mid-Ohio Valley is actually the closest significant, I should say, road course to me. This would be, I guess you could consider my local track.
Wait. 15 laps to go here at Mid-Ohio. Waterstone, 1, 3, and 4. Brad Deere bringing it down pit road. One of the first drivers come down pit road.
Lexington, Ohio. Yeah, I would have expected him to wait and come down with James Silvers and Radburn Shutters, but he's going for the early pit stop strategy and going to run it from there to the end of the race is a possibility for him. I think I'm really curious about. Bryce Hunter said that you have to take tires here. Ooh. And he just confirmed what I was suspecting. Brad Neer took fuel only and is rolling back on track. He is on track and now on that number 6 machine. He took fuel only. Bold move for the driver of the number 6 machine. Yes, Mid-Ohio Valley is in Lexington, Ohio. And it would be the closest significant road course to me.
Jeremiah Haas making his way down pit road for his pit stop. So Brad Neer on the track, back on track in that 8th position. Bryce Hunter up to 5th now. Right in front of him is the 46 of the Wolf Pumps. Car number 46 of Sean Kostritza. Currently running in 4th. Brandon Robertson still splitting the Quarterstone guys up. Running that 2nd spot.
And he heads down pit road this time. That frees up Shutters and Silvers, those two teammates going to be able to get back together. Still a sizable gap between them. I'd be interested to see, though, there's a lot of room between Silvers and Kostritza, who will cycle into third here with the pit stops momentarily. Be interested to see if Radburn Shutters slows down and allows Silvers to catch up to him so they can pit together, or if he's just going to continue driving on, because there is a very sizable gap between those two drivers.
Well, there is second, and there is third. Bryce Hunter looking to the inside of Sean Kostritza. Bryce Hunter will take over that third spot. There's your race leader, Radburn Shutters. We said that name a lot over the past month as he's been having some good races. Maybe not all the finishes he wanted, but definitely qualified pretty good here in the Xfinity Series.
He's qualified. He's made himself known. He's ran up in the front. You know, he's done everything right except for managed to keep that thing in victory lane where it's looked a lot of times like he should have been. But, you know, he's definitely drawn some attention to that number 33 and his teammate number 44.
All right.
See it.
Yeah, he's coming down pit road. So is James Silvers. And there is Bryce Hunter right there looking to see if he can get back up to the race lead. 12 laps to go here at Mid-Ohio. There you see the top two guys still down pit road. There's Bryce Hunter. Now you see the 44 coming off pit road. He will rejoin the field in fourth position. So there's Radburn Shutters, and there's your race leader, the 9 of Bryce Hunter.
And several of these drivers short pitting early, and then others not. But one thing I find extremely interesting, Radburn Shutters, one of the first drivers out of this pit cycle to take tires. Radnir only took fuel. Scott Fritz only took fuel. Travis Twitty only took fuel. Jeremiah Hobbs only took fuel. Everybody else has been taking tires. Brandon Robertson took tires. Radburn Shutters. Adam Lancaster has not pitted. Ooh, there's Travis Twitty off track. Rolls through the sandpit, gets it back going. No damage to that machine. Safe and sound. Get that thing back rolling. A little bit of bobble there out of the number 9 of Bryce Hunter through that corner.
And look at Sean Kostritza now, up to that second. A little bumps. Car number 46. Doing a good job right now with 12 laps to go. Radburn Shutters got around the one of Adam Lancaster. So Shutters now up to third. James Silvers in that 7th spot there. Radnir right ahead of him. Now you see Lancaster going down pit road. There is the other cornerstone driver, Brad Deere. He's in 5th spot. And there's James Silvers in 6th. Scott Fritz currently in 7th. And then you have Darius Boyd in 9th. And Michael Robinson in 10th. 11 laps to go here at Mid-Ohio.
Laps taking off very, very quickly tonight. Steve, we're going to have an early night tonight.
Well, we could, definitely.
He's going to be nice. But still continuing to lead the way, wondering when he's going to come down pit road, is the number 9 of Bryce Hunter. Haven't seen any big bobbles out of him, just a couple small ones getting loose a little bit. So he's still seems to have a little bit of grip under that number 9 machine in comparison to what it looked like at the end of stage 1. At the end of stage 1, he also had a lot of pressure behind him from Brandon Robertson. Right now, he's got about a 1.5 second lead over Sean Kostritza. Radburn Shutters 4 seconds back from Sean Kostritza. He is starting to close the gap and to close it rather quickly in that number 44 machine. When he pulled out of the pits, he had a 5-second gap between him and Sean Kostritza with one driver in the middle. Worked his way back to third, worked his way on up. Now trying to go for everything he's got to get up there.
And he's doing a good job because now you can see who's right ahead of him.
he just been slapped.
Yep. And there's the battle box. There is second place, Sean Kostritza. He can see the race leader, Bryce Hunter. There he has 10 laps to go.
So here's a little food for thought. I just mentioned Radburn Shutters just turned the fastest lap. His teammate, James Silvers, turned the second fastest lap of the race. Only 1/100th faster than Brandon Robertson. Those drivers very, very close together on times, and Radburn Shutters, his fastest lap, a half a second faster. A full half a second faster than all those drivers. Little food for thought.
Little food. Bryce Hunter continues to lead here at Mid-Ohio. There's Darius Boyd, Scott Fritz. See ahead of him, Tony Iverson currently running at 13th there. Bryce Hunter making his way down pit road. Sean Kostritza, now your race leader, but look out. Here's the Cornerstone 44 machine in his hip pocket. Looks to the inside, side by side, out of the turn. Radburn Shutters, your new race leader with 9 laps to go. Bryce Hunter now coming out of the pit road.
I do think that move that Bryce Hunter made to stay out as long as he did hurt him very significantly. Radburn Shutters was able to close the gap, get caught up to him. By the time Bryce Hunter came down pit road, he was just right behind him. Radburn Shutters has now taken the lead. Bryce Hunter has fallen back clear to 8th behind a lot of drivers that have already pitted that have started closing the gap. Yes, he does have fresh tires, but does he have the time to get back on the podium?
Well, only time can tell with 9 laps. There is your 7th place of Michael Robinson. Scott Fritz there in the 0-1 in 6th spot. But meanwhile, it's your race leader, Radburn Shutters into 44. Sean Kostritza in 2nd. Brandon Robertson in 3rd. Then you have Brad Neer battling with his teammate James Silvers. Silver's going to look to the inside, thought better of it. He's going to let Brad go. Bad Brad Neer in the 6th machine.
Bad Brad. I like it. Let's go with it.
Sean Kostritza coming down pit road. That's going to release that 2nd spot to Brandon Robertson. 8 laps, the distance now here at Mid-Ohio. Now Silvers looking to go to the inside. Could not do it. Bad Brad Neer continuing to stay in that 3rd spot, trying to hold off Silvers. But Silvers has a run now on the inside, that 33 machine.
Huge run for Silvers through that turn. Has the position through the dog leg. Now heading it down into turn number 3. They're going to swap sides here. It looks like Brad Neer's going to take a look to the inside of Silvers. Silvers with the momentum, able to hold on to that position. Nearly losing it by the looks up from that last camera angle, but holds on to it and takes that position. He is in 3rd.
Take a look at the replay. See the 17 of Jeremiah Hobbs getting off track into that sand trap there, bringing it back on.
He just continues to struggle here tonight, sitting in 12th position. Not looking good for the 17 here tonight. Road courses, not his forte by the looks of it. Currently our top 5 is Radburn Shutters, Brandon Robertson, James Silvers, Brad Neer, and Scott Fritz running up top 5. Scott Fritz is our biggest mover of the race so far. He's having a pretty good run for himself tonight.
He definitely is. Oh, let's look at here. Sean Kostritza gets a little loose in the turn. And off into the sand traps.
Just gave them tires a little kiss, that's all. Just wanted to say hi. Little smoochy smoochy.
Bryce Hunter stuck in that 7th position, but right ahead of him is Michael Robertson. He is closing in on him. Robertson got a little hot there going in turn.
Yeah, overshot that corner, but does a good job to get it woed up and regathered. Holds on to the position, shuts the door on Bryce Hunter. Hunter right up on his back bumper, now looks to his right side as they head down towards turn number 3. Hunter gets really tight on that inside berm there that checks him up a little bit. He falls right back in behind Robinson once again. He's just looking for every window of opportunity he can, but Robinson is just driving his line, and that line happens to close the doors.
Definitely, as you look right. Bryce Hunter does make the pass for 6th position. Michael Robinson lets him go. So next in Bryce Hunter's lane, or in sight, is the 0-1 of Scott Fritz. There's your race leader, Radburn Shutters. Brandon Robertson going off track there. He was running second when he did that.
He still is. That's all good. That has definitely lost him a lot more ground on the leader of Radburn Shutters. We got Adam Lancaster off track. Again, Travis Twitty as well. Twitty looks like he just got a little loose, drove it up and over off the track. Good job to just, let the car do its thing to where he can get it regathered. There is Adam Lancaster. He took that thing way out off-road.
He just totally missed a turn there.
Yeah, he's just trying to tell them where he thinks the track ought to be.
There's your race leader way out in front, the 44 of Radburn Shutters. 5 laps to go. There is Brandon Robertson. James Silvers now closing up on him. Trying to make a late race pass for the 2nd spot.
Under a half-second gap between those two drivers. Right about a car length and a half. That's all that gap is between those two drivers. Looking off the nose of James Silvers now at the back of that Can-Am number 2. There are 3 Cornerstone drivers in the top 4 right now, separated once again by Brandon Robertson. So you got to be thinking Silvers and Neer are they wanting to go 1, 2, 3? Are they gonna make some desperate moves and try to make Cornerstone go 1, 2, 3 here tonight?
If I'm bad Brad Neer, hell yeah. Right now, you look at Silver's trying to fluff up. Brandon Robertson is currently running in the 2nd spot. There's Bryce Hunter. He's up to 5th. Jeremiah Hobbs. Let's see here what happened to him. He's just been having all kinds of trouble. I said, oops, almost missed the turn. I'm going to tell you what, he's going to be good at burnouts when he wins.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Radburn Shutters making his way around Travis Twitty, putting Travis Twitty a lap down now. That's the 2nd time we have seen the leader make his way. Actually, it was Shutters the last time as well, making his way around Travis Twitty to put him a lap down. Brandon Robertson currently sitting at 10 seconds back from Radburn Shutters. Shutters, he could really just relax right now as we have 4 laps to go with the number 44 machine. About to be 3 laps to go here in just a couple of turns.
There's Brad Deere in that fourth spot there. The 33 James Silvers hasn't made his way around the two machine. In fact, Robertson starting to pull away a tad bit. But in that turn there, Silvers just pulls back up to the backbone.
Yeah, Silvers definitely shows a lot of corner speed over Shutters. But Shutters seems to have the straightaways. Every time they hit the straightaway, that gap in between them creases, as you see right there. And here, down into the turn, look at the gap close between those two drivers. Down through turn number 2, now coming out. Now watch this gap grow between these two drivers. Robertson just seems to have the speed on the straightaways. Didn't get as much of a gap on Silvers that time as what he did have. Silvers was able to close a lot through turn number 2. Down in turn number 3, closes once again. Radburn Shutters currently 1, 2, 3, 4 turns ahead of them.
Let's take a look at James Silvers. Looks to the outside, pushes. He spins it out there in the turn. He's going to recover. Get back on.
That is going to cost him the time to Brandon Robertson. They got a lot of work to do now to get caught back up to him. 7 seconds now separates those two drivers to try and have a shot to battle for that second position, but he's only got 2 laps remaining to do it now, as Radburn Shutters has gotten the 2 to go signal in that number 44 machine. Like I said, Steve, he could just relax now, just run his pace, go on a Sunday drive at this point. This race is his to lose.
Definitely is. There's Brandon Robertson, the second place driver, right there. Just got around Travis Twitty. There is your third place of James Silvers. There is Brad Deere right there in fourth. And Bryce Hunter in fifth. There's Scott Fritz in sixth. With Michael Robinson in his hip pocket there. 2 laps to go for Radburn Shutters.
Radburn Shutters coming to the last set of turns. He's got a left hand, 2 right-handers, and another left-hander, and he will be on the last lap of the race. That gap is just continuing to grow between him and Brandon Robertson. He is just cruising. Brandon Robertson running in second. He's currently safe from any pressure from behind. James Silver still 7, now nearly 8 seconds back from Brandon Robertson. That is the gap between our top 3 from Radburn Shutters to James Silvers is 18.4 seconds. He's got a massive lead. This track's just allowed these drivers to get extremely spread out. Our current points leader, Adam Lancaster, sits back in ninth. It's one thing to keep in mind, one thing to take note. That is going to be a massive shakeup in points. Radburn Shutters has taken the white flag here on the race. Good run going for him. Looks like he's a shoo-in for the win here for this race. Brandon Robertson, good ways back in second place. What a run.
There's James Silvers right there. So, I mean, first, second, and third way gapped out between each other. There's Brad Deere. And there's Bryce Hunter. Radburn Shutters looking to seal the deal here tonight at Mid-Ohio. As you look at him now, coming out of the final turn to pick up the win, it's Radburn Shutters. Second place now coming across. That's going to be Brandon Robertson coming on the second. There is third, James Silvers. Crossing the start-finish line in third. His teammate Brad Deere comes home in fourth. There is Bryce Hunter making the final turn down the front straightaway. Come home in fifth. A little further back, it's Scott Fritz in sixth and Michael Robertson in seventh. There's Sean Kostritza and the Wolf Pumps, car number 46. Fond du Lac, Wyoming, coming home in eighth. Adam Lancaster right there going off track, currently running in eighth. He's looking to come home in the eighth position tonight. There is Darius Boyd coming home in 10th. Travis Twitty in 11th. Jeremiah Hobbs, Tony Iverson in 13th. And Robbie Richards. Let's take a look at your official results on the board. Shutters, Robertson, Silvers, Deere, and Hunter. Your top five tonight. Fritz, Robinson, Kostritza, Lancaster, and Boyd. Your top 10, Twitty, Hobbs, Iverson, and Richards. Let's wait for these drivers to come in for their post-race interviews.
You know, one thing
Uh-huh.
we had, one thing we had here that we didn't have a lot of at Circuit of the Americas?
What?
Cleaner cars.
Oh, I thought you was going to say popcorn.
Popcorn sounds good. We had a lot less tore up cars here. Circuit of the Americas seemed like almost every car on track was all beat up. But here tonight, we had a lot cleaner cars at the end of the race.
Definitely. As we're waiting for drivers to come down for post-race interviews. Coming home third tonight, James Silvers. Congratulations on the third-place run. You know, kind of made a mistake there towards the end, but still came home in that third spot.
Oh yeah, tonight was a really good night. That was my first ever race at Mid Ohio, but I've done plenty of practice. But to come home third place tonight and to Radburn to take home the win, I think we did pretty good tonight.
Definitely, pretty good there. I mean, if you didn't make that mistake, do you think you got that second spot?
Yeah, it was a good race between me and Brandon. I knew I'd be able to try to run him down a little bit since I pitted a lap after he did, so a lap fresher tires, but he messed up and then really gave me the advantage to try to catch up to him, and then I screwed up, so best of both worlds, right?
That's right. Go ahead and thank those fine sponsors making it all possible for you.
All right. I'd like to thank y'all for putting on the broadcast every week and doing a good job.
Well,
And yeah, and I'd like to thank Jason for putting the lead together and shout out my sponsors, Function Junction Smoke Shop, Mountain View Detailing, Aerial Professionals of WNC, Sorrells Marathon Garage, and Team Goon Squad, and Brent Keith at BK Paints, and just everybody at Cornerstone Motorsports, because Radburn has been on a roll race recently, so we got to give him some major props. And my girlfriend Shelby, don't think I didn't forget about you.
Hi, Shelby.
Hell yeah.
All right. That's James Silvers coming home in that third spot tonight.
All right, appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
You too. All right. Coming home in the second spot, it's Brandon Robertson. Congratulations, sir.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I mean, it looked like Shutters was just in a different game than y'all, different field, different track. I mean, he once he was out front, he was out front, wasn't he?
Yeah, he just had crazy pace. He made a little mistake in the beginning, I think, on fuel strategy. I don't know if he ran all the practice laps, but there definitely wasn't an issue making it the first 16 laps without pitting. So that was kind of a gift. It was good to race Bryce there for the stage win. It was good to see him win, and coming down to the final push there, it was. I figured out quickly he just had Radburn had some crazy pace, and I was gonna just try to undercut him and take 4 tires. And once I came out behind him, it was pretty much over. I was like, all right, he's done. He's checking out at this point.
And then towards the end, Silvers was putting some pressure on you. Almost spins it out there. Silvers does. I mean, how is it, when a driver puts heavy pressure, what does it do to you? Especially on a road course. Do you just try to let them by, or do you hold them off? What's the best strategy there?
Yeah, I made a couple of mistakes, drove in a little too hard. I went off kind of high, and he caught up quickly, capitalized on my mistakes, and then I was like, all right, I was starting to sweat, and I just started to ratchet down and hit my lines and at least get decent exits. And I saw him go into that, I don't know what the name of the corner, but that hard hairpin at the end of the straightaway. And I thought I was going in hard, and he went in like an extra 10 feet, and he came up really quickly in my rearview mirror, and I was like, man, what the heck does he have figured out here? And then he just kind of lost the back end. So it was, it's a bummer to see him spin out there, because I kind of want to see how that played out, but it was good racing.
Definitely. Congratulations on the second place. Go ahead and thank those fine sponsors making it all possible for you.
Yeah, just thank Buck Kicker for sponsoring, and you guys for broadcasting, and Jason for putting on the league, and have a good night.
All right, that's Brendan Robertson coming home in second tonight. BJ is caught up with the race winner.
That's right. I've caught up with the driver, the number 44, Radburn Shutters. Congratulations on winning the race. And I think I've been talking to you a lot lately.
Yeah, it's always good to talk to you guys. I wasn't expecting getting to talk to y'all so much.
Well, you came home with another win out here at Mid-Ohio Valley.
Yeah, man, I practiced. Me and James practiced our butts off. I practiced here since, I think, since we raced at Texas. I was getting ready for this race because it was the only road course here I'd never turned a lap in or at. And just little by little, anytime that I got a chance, I'd turn a few laps just to get used to the track. And didn't until a couple weeks ago go to YouTube and do a little studying and try and see the right way to run the track. But
well, you definitely figured something out. I noticed in practice you were about 2 seconds faster than the rest of the field. What would you say the secret was to actually being as quick as you were and as smooth as you were around this track?
I don't know. Probably really just being patient, coming out of the corners, and really being tender on the throttle. I'll tell you what helped a lot was running a fuel run and getting used to those old tires. The tires were scratchy and iffy after about 8 laps anyway. So you run those and then get back out there and run a few more on some fresh ones. And it's fresh breath of air, just rinse and repeat.
Oh, like I said, you made it work. You came home with another win. Go and thank your sponsors. Shout out to everybody who makes it possible.
Yep. Got to thank BK Paints, our awesome paints every week. Mountain View Detailing, Sarles Marathon Garage, Aerial Pros of West North Carolina, and Function Junction. And I got to thank you guys too. Always every week putting on a great podcast for us. Able to go back and watch the races. Y'all do great. Appreciate it a lot.
Thank you, sir. To you too.
All right, that's Radburn Shutters picking up the win. Well, that's going to conclude our broadcast tonight. Don't forget the Cup Series. That's Sonoma tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, here live on Ultimate Dirt TV. Let's go ahead and thank those fine sponsors with the Bluegrass for making it all possible. Roasted Jim's Coffee, Kinder Performance, Buck Kicker, Nitro Racing, and Huffman Performance. I'm Steve Miller, along with Will Duvall / BJ. We're going to sign off and say good night, God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow.